Hi, I'm Rick Green. I'm a comedian who has ADHD. Not unusual, apparently. I wanted to share my experience taking ADHD medication for the first time. This is just one man's story, one man, maybe one and a half when I'm feeling bloated. And I emphasize this is my experience because there's been a tendency, especially lately, for people who've been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder to jump onto social media and start being helpful by explaining the symptoms and even some strengths that come with ADHD. Unfortunately, they're actually talking about their personal collection of ADHD symptoms and struggles and their potential strengths. You see, everyone has their own unique potpourri of challenges. And then there's the, oh, here's what'll help with ADHD. No, here's what helped you with your unique mishmash of symptoms. And it will keep working for you. Those tools will keep working until suddenly they don't, and you have to go find new ones. Yeah, you don't need to know that at the start. And then there's all the posts about medication. It's great. It makes you feel numb. It's helpful with focus. No, it was great or numbing or helpful for you. So to repeat, here's my experience. The only thing that most of us share is a desire not to have to take medication. And I actually made a short video about this because some people are not getting diagnosed because they don't want to have to take medication. And here's the thing, you don't have to take medication. If you've got some horrible disease, you don't have to take medication. The doctor would recommend it. Anyway, personally, I resisted medication because I had concerns about safety and addiction and going on some drug-fueled acid trip with the ghost of Jimi Hendrix. For some context, I had no idea what I was talking about because I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs, I never have. Make of that what you will. I did get a mild dose of cannabis from the clouds of weed my high school friends kept exhaling. What changes my decision to try medication was the possibility that my son, who'd been diagnosed a few weeks before me, would benefit greatly from medication. So our family doctor refers me to an ADHD specialist. In short order, I arrive at Dr. Fleming's office in Toronto to confirm the diagnosis. Having read a little, I'm already determined, as I say, to go the non-pharmaceutical route. And by the end of that first session, it's clear, ADHD explains a lot. By second and third session, it's clear that I qualify. I have ADHD. It's a bit like finding out you have a sibling no one ever told you about. A mischievous, blabber-mouthing sibling who won't stop nattering away about anything and everything while you're trying to work or to rest or to follow a conversation. You know what it's like at the start. So I'm reeling from getting this diagnosis, but I'm still determined that I'm going to get it handled following a non-pharmacological, the natural route. My plan is to follow a regimen of regular exercise, daily mindful meditation, sticking with ADHD-friendly tools and apps and organizers, keeping a journal, eating better, regular habits, all while conveniently forgetting that I have never in 47 years stuck with any plan, routine, regular habit, diet, or regimen. The problem is I know a lot, I've heard a lot about the dangers and the side effects of ADHD stimulant medications, and none of which turns out to be true. I keep asking questions and it's like, oh, really? And then Dr. Fleming points out that I'm already dependent upon a stimulant to focus and get through the day. What? Caffeine. Oh, yeah. When you have ADHD, things really do go better with Coca-Cola. Finally, I decide to try medication because Coke's great, but my teeth need a break. And there's a good chance it will help my son. And if it does, I want to know what it feels like before he takes it. Back then, the medication of choice was methylphenidate, the notorious Ritalin, invented in 1944 by a Swiss biochemist, Leandro Panazzone. He named it after his wife, Rita. Marguerite, but they called her Rita. She tested it, took the pill, and reported that, among other things, it really helped her tennis game. Now, I don't play tennis. I just wanted to be more productive. And Dr. Fleming wasn't much interested in that. He wanted me to be calmer, more present, and more efficient so I'd have more free time for my friends and family. Oh, them, right. So I get a prescription for a low dose. I pick it up on Thursday. I'll start Monday, I figure, because Monday morning I'll be home all week writing for the Red Green Show, and I don't want to have conniptions or, start foaming at the mouth when we're out on location shooting episodes. And I stock up on food in case I become, incapacitated and can't leave the apartment. So I take the first pill. Okay, I split it in half, and I took half the pill because I'm a weenie. And nothing. So at lunch, as instructed, I take the other, I was told to take the second pill, but I took the other half, and then I sat there and I did some more writing. Tuesday, I go wild. I jump in, I take a whole pill. Nothing changes. Another whole pill at lunch. I've gotten more of a boost from taking Pez. Wednesday, same protocol, no difference. No difference that I notice. Yeah. Did you know that people with ADHD tend to be poor at self-awareness of their environment or their own body and the feedback that they're getting? Oh, I gotta pee. Where was I? Oh, right. So Thursday promises to be another day sitting and writing, but I realize that's never been a challenge. I love doing that. I can go for hours locked in. I'm not fidgeting. Ideas are popping. I'm typing as fast as I can. I'm not struggling. The thing about comedy is that it's kind of fun. So I need a challenge to test this Swiss Miss Rita, proving her powers to me. What have I been struggling with, procrastinating over, failing to finish? Where could I use a neurological leg up? Yes, the literally heap of envelopes from the government, tax paperwork. I'm 1.25 years behind on my taxes. You have to submit paperwork every 3 months for the GST, the goods and services tax that Canada had going at that time, and I'm 5 quarters behind. It was a pile. It was the most intimidating thing I've ever seen, and it's the perfect challenge. If the medication can help with this, I figure, then it's a miracle. So I get out a calculator, some pens and paper and pad, I lay them out, I arrange the bills, I sort through the envelopes and get the right ones, I get it all organized, and right away that should have been a clue as to how the day's going to go and the difference the medication's making. Anyway, I start on the first quarter, and by 11:15, 11:30, I'm done. I have a envelope licked and sealed, and I've remembered to put the check and the paperwork inside. It's ready to go. There's a stamp on it. And I think, well, I might as well start the next one because I'm not going to do any writing now. And I'll break for lunch. And so I did a little more, started on the second quarter, broke for lunch. And then at the end of lunch, I should see if I can get a little farther anyway, just to get ahead. And by 4:30, 5 o'clock, I had 4 envelopes. 4 envelopes, a year's worth that I had been putting off for 15 months, walking by that pile and going, and the dread and the, what an idiot I am, and all of that noise that comes along. I got this done. I'm Superman. I'm an accountant. Oh my God, I've lost my creativity. I'm now an accountant, a nerdy. Oh my God. I don't know why I thought that was nerdy. My accountants are all really cool guys. They're cooler than I am. Anyway, so now I'm terrified. I'm not funny anymore. The next morning, I sit down and I start writing some red green stuff. And then I send it off. And I don't hear back. Now, it's just Steve Smith, who plays Red Green, and myself. We created the show together, and we are doing all the writing at this point. It's early in the season. It's like season 3. And we're not necessarily in daily contact every day. We are trading scripts back and forth. So I find some excuse to call him up. And then at the end of the call, just go, oh, by the way, did you get the latest scripts I sent? Yeah. Are they good? Fine. Yeah, they're wonderful. Thanks. Oh, okay. Hang up the phone. So I'm creative and I'm organized. Wow. Now here's the thing. Here's why I call this video The Limits of ADHD Medication. A year later, I am 1.25 years behind in my GST. So if I sat down and actually did it, I could do things I couldn't do before, but I still had to sit down and do them to overcome that initial bit of resistance and get in there. And for 15 months, I'd just been counting on the medication to at some point trigger me to go and get it all done again, and it doesn't. I had to make the decision. I had to apply myself. And so that's my medication story. It made a big difference in my abilities, but as somebody observed, it's not a guidance counselor, it's not a coach, it's not the Pope telling you what's right and wrong and what you should be doing. It's just there to help you focus longer. And eventually, you can build the habits and the systems and the tools and everything you need to get your ADHD managed. And for some people at that point, they stop taking medication. All right, I hope this was helpful for you. I'd love to hear your medication story. I know it's a popular topic in our chat rooms. If you want to join in to the chat rooms, we have all kinds of conversations going on in there and a lot of stuff about ADHD as well. You can become a patron through Patreon. I'll put the link in there. These are the people who allow us to do what we do. Their support means that I can bring you these videos, and together we can impact other people who are struggling with the same challenges. In the meantime, like, share, and have a great day.